Yo, Hegassen here, aka Tom Fidzy. I'm quite tired, Tom Fidzy. I've had a very busy weekend, but it's One Piece Manga Chapter 1018 review and live reaction. So, I've got to wake myself up for this, and it is called Jinbe versus Who's Who. Been very excited for this chapter. Who's Who randomly just dropped loads of information last chapter. Who would have thought that Who's Who would have been the one to reveal information regarding the origin of the Gomu Gomu no Mi, where it came from, the Marines, the government, they want this devil fruit. Who's who? Someone stole it from him. Who was that? Hopefully we'll find out in this chapter. And it was such a bad thing that Who's Who got put in prison for it. And that's how he ended up joining Kaido when he escaped, because he was like, I'm done with the Marines, which is really cool. And he was a member of CP9. So just Who's Who, just like all of the information. So you're really excited to see what else. We've got Ulti and page 1 on the cover page image. Surprised to see them on the cover page image so early, but we got confirmed that they're out of the fight now. So maybe this is the last time we'll ever see them, you know. Remember Cracker? He got defeated and we never saw him again. Still to this day, is he still lying in the woods? Have no idea. We got, right. So Ulti is like hugging. Page 1, there's like stuffed toys of all of like the Toby Ropo zone forms, and Kaido as well, and obviously King and Queen. Yeah, so all of like the main zones from the Beast Pirates are there. That's really cool, actually. Imagine if this was like revealed before we knew what their devil fruits were. That would be like, oh yes, speculation time. Right, so let's have a look. Page one's a child trying to read a book of dinosaurs and being interrupted by Ulti, who wants him to play with her and her stuffed dinosaurs, in brackets, grown-up version. Okay. Grown-up version, alright. But they're not all dinosaurs, though. I mean, one's a mammoth, there's a mammal. A pteranodon, that's a reptile. That stupid spider of Black Maria. Maybe we'll see some Black Maria in this. Just because it's called Jinbe versus Who's Who doesn't mean that's the only fight. Stupid spider with its stupid smiley face. Anyway, let's get into the chapter 1018. Page 1, already seeing lots of information. Looks like we are back with all of the gifters that are now turned on Kaido's men under the controversial control of Otama, the MVP so far of the Raid of Onigashima, inside the castle. There's I've forgotten his name already, the giraffe guy, who's like a prince. Some new one there. I think it's like a guy coming out of an ox's head. The headliners and gifters have joined the samurai army. About 300 of them. So not, you know, that doesn't tip the balances too far, but obviously they're gifters, they're headliners, so they're going to be worth a lot more than like the fodder and stuff. It all happened after that girl appeared on the performance floor stage and gave them an order to switch sides. There's just like loads of fighting going on. There's like a cool tiger guy. I believe she has some kind of power over them. It's that kid. Oh, so Otama's now, you know, she's with Usopp and Nami, so they're not out of the fight yet. They're running with Otama. It's that kid. She used some kind of weird magic. It will come undone if we kill her. Or will it come undone if we kill her? Oh no, they're targeting Tama, says Usopp. Scorpion Death Needle! But it's okay because her army is their protector. Daifugu has come in. Yeah, Master Daifugu, says Tama. Oh, hi Daifugu. He gives a thumbs up. Daifugu gives a big thumbs up. Big scorpion thumbs up. Hey, hop on. Hey, hop on. It's Speed. Horselina. No, there she is with a big cheeky grin. And there's Gazelle Man in the background. And Usopp's been left behind. Nami and Otama are riding on Speed, and Usopp's just like, hey, maybe Gazelle Man can give him a lift. It was a success. You did great, Master. Hey, any extra room for me, says Usopp. Oh, Master, I noticed something, says Gazelle Man. Komochio was knocked out back there. You must be worried, right? Let me take care of it. You will? Gee, thanks. Okay, so Komochio is okay. Well, hopefully. Interesting. Right. So we don't have to worry about Komochio. Nami says, where's Jinbe versus Who's Who? I thought this was meant to be the Jinbe versus Who's Who chapter. Anyway, next page. This is page 4. Nami says, that really is a remarkable power. Usopp, who... Oh, it looks like he's finally just jumped on the back of Speed. Yeah, you don't usually make friends on a battlefield. Luffy does sometimes. Hey Nami, Zeus has popped out, so he can still go full like cloud form. Hey Nami, can I be your servant like before? What do you mean? Absolutely not, says Nami. Ah. Oh, okay. That's good. This is good. In the next chapter, in the next panel, Nami doing a wink says, we haven't seen Nami do a wink in a while, have we? But what do you say to sidekick? Nami! Zeus has gone all Sanji. Okay, I've actually thought that Zeus, I mean, we know he came out when she was using the climate baton in the cloud form, even though Zeus says that he's not a cloud anymore. I thought we were going to see more as permanently in the climate attack, but it looks like he still comes out as a cloud. Out of the way, losers. I'm Nami's sidekick. So he's going on ahead to fight. Yeah. You picked up something remarkable too, I gotta say. I'm guessing that's Otama saying that to Nami. Or Usopp maybe. That's cool. So Zeus. Officially now part of the Straw Hats, shall we say. There we go. Do we count Zeus as like number 11? Or like, I don't know. How would you judge that one? Let me know down in the comments below. Is Zeus officially a Straw Hat? We'll have to see how they do like Vivery cards and the numbering and stuff. Join the Samurai, strike Kodo down. So we got more just like random people fighting. Hey, have you guys gone insane? Some of the headliners followers are joining them. There are roughly 1,000 of them. Oh, some of the headliners followers are joining them. There are roughly 1,000 of them. And in the surprise of the betrayal. Okay. So even some of their followers have just been like, well, if my boss has switched sides, I'm loyal to my boss, so I guess I better take the orders, right? And then, yeah, now that, you know, they're talking about numbers, unsurprisingly, we're going over to CP0. I wonder if they recognise who's who. They've managed to take out about 1,000 of ours. So here we go. This is back with... We've got the person playing on the little guitar thing, and there's, like, basically telling them what's going on. Meaning the Animal Kingdom pirates started with 30,000 and have dropped to 20,000. And they're moving their little pieces in place. When you add 1,000 traitors and casualties each, that number drops even further. It's 16,000 versus 9,000. They're the commentators, aren't they? They're the commentator. They're up in the commentator booth, just giving the commentary. Right. And white may grow further, depending on the gifter's efforts. Yeah, we see, because the white was in the middle, that was like the alliance, and it's spreading out now. Okay, the guy with like the lollipop mask is like, whichever side wins does not matter to us. But there is one death we must confirm before this is over. One death. You see, we're going to be Momonosuke or Luffy, right? Are you sure it's him? That classified intelligence he ran off with was old. And there's no real harm to the government. Are they talking about who's who? Are you sure it's him? That classified intelligence he ran off with was old. Interesting. Okay. It doesn't set a good precedent that you can escape from us and live to tell the tale. Yeah, escape. Okay, it must be because we know that who's who escaped prison. Last time I was like, was he Jinbe and Impel down? I don't think he did. I think they just ran into each other when Jinbe was a warlord. Assuming he survives this, of course, says the one with like the flower beard. And then the one that like kind of looks like Rob Lucci says he is fighting Jinbe after all. Full floor. Okay, so a lot of who's cat people, they are all down now. The one in the suit is running away. Look out! Stay back! Who's who is going all out? Yeah, because he's in his hybrid form. There's his hybrid form. That looks cool. And boom, he's moonwalk. He's going up into the air. Geppo in it. Boom, 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 like Sanji Skywalk. And Jinbe's looking up. So are you saying you bear a grudge against Luffy? And then Husu says, technically my grudge is against the man who stole the gum gum fruit from us. Oh, Red-Haired Shanks. Wow. Husu is firing out the reveals. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, let's come back to that at the end, because we could spend a long time talking about that. Okay, Red-Haired Shanks confirmed as the one who stole the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Did he intentionally take it to Luffy? Let's come back to that. Like I say, Fang Pistol, he's firing off the Fang Pistols. Last time I was like, how's he doing that? It's like when we see the other members of like CP9, they're firing out like the finger, you know, they're putting their finger in, there's a big like blast. That sounded wrong. But it's the same kind of thing. It's like a, you know, like Zoro's air slashes. It's like that kind of thing. He's coming towards Jinbe. And it looks like Jinbe blocks it, but it's made him bleed for the armament haki. And he's just firing out loads of them. But both the straw hat and he wore at the same time. But both the straw hat he wore both the straw hat he wore at the same time and the gum gum fruit were things the boy inherited from him. Of course, he'll be the target of my rage. I wonder if Who's Who was there when Kaido and Shanks were fighting. Interesting. No wonder why they were all saying run away, because his fangs, like his attacks that are missing, are just going through the wooden floors. And they just keep going below, third floor, because it's all made of like wood, isn't it? Something's coming through the ceiling, so he's hurting his own men. He doesn't realise. My arm! Is that Who's Fang Pistol? So now we're back up, full floor. Haha! So even your colour of armament can't stop them. Who's Who says, you made the right decision to dodge. Your typical armament haki won't stop those fangs from tearing you apart. That's how powerful they are. Though I'm surprised to see how quickly you can move on land, Jinbe. You know, for a fishman, I don't believe this. Oh, you know, for a fishman, I don't believe this, says Jinbe. Don't you know casual racism against fishermen is out of style these days? Damn! Nice! That's good! That's a good line from Jinbe. Jinbe's always coming out with the good lines. Alright. Okay, so, yeah, go say that to Jack Who's Who's. Haha, sorry about that, says Who's Who. Anyway, there's something I wanted to ask you. I am Body. They're just having a casual conversation while they're having a fight. Just stop the fight, sit down, pour some sake, and just have your little chat. Because I'm more interested in the chat at the moment. Jimmy's going in with some armament hockey, and he's like, "Yeah, Who's coming in? Fang Flash. Oh, look at that! That's a beautiful panel. Has he got like armament hockey on his fangs? That's really awesome. On his saber-toothed tiger fangs. That's so cool." I mean, how are you going to have a conversation? Jimmy's grabbed hold of one as well. Both of them. He's grabbed hold of both with the mouth open. How are you going to have a conversation if you're biting him, Who's Who? Fishman, Jitsu. And he's grabbed hold of the teeth and he's throwing him over. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Bam! Slammed him down on the floor. Low tide shoulder throw. Probably could work on the name a little bit. That's it's all right. Oh, boom, the blood coming out of Who's Who. Jinbe, very impressive. Water shot, kind of like we see in Arlong Park. He's got water and he's throwing them like bullets. Water shot, shave. Who's looking shocked. But looks like he's managed to dodge really quick. You know, that blink effect. That hurt. Huff, huff. And he's up top now. Anyway, huff, huff. I wanted to ask you. Again, it's so silly. Ask him before you went into that attack. You could have killed him. About a story I heard in jail from a guard. While I was there undergoing terrible torment, he laughed and told me to pray. In bold, Jinbe's looking up. What? Apparently there was a figure that slaves would pray to in the long distant past. Who is this person? It's like he's got like this thin person, kind of fiery hair, big smiles, got like a sword, a shield that looks like it's got like a onion on the end of it, and got like, I don't know, like a grass skirt. Apparently there was a figure that slaves would pray to in the long distant past. A legendary warrior they believed would one day free them. The sun god Nika. Sun pirate, sun. Alright, okay. He didn't exist. Oh, did he exist, or did they dream him up? They thought he'd bring smiles to their faces and deliver them from suffering. And then Jinbe's looking shocked because who's going in with more attacks while he's saying this. My time in prison felt so endless. I actually clung to that strange legend of theirs. Save me, I thought. Someone. Anyone. Who says as they're fighting. He's kind of pushing Jinbe back. Why would you ask me about this? Because you led the Sun Pirates. I heard there were former slaves in that crew. And what is Fishman history but the history of slavery? And Jinbe's looking shocked. Finger pistol, he's going in with a classic finger pistol. But, Jinbe isn't... Oh, Jinbe has gone like full armament Hucky from the looks of it. And he's just going boom, 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 spots, like poking him all over. Seriously, you need to have these conversations at a better time. Why is Who's Who just the past exposition person? Who is that silhouette? Okay, the sun god Nika. Is Nika going to be... Oh man, how do we even like speculate on this? Let's come back to that to the review. Right. Whoa, check it out. Master Who's Who is jabbing this guy out. Get him, boss. I can't believe it. Our Toby Ropo is even stronger than a former warlord. No, yeah, look at Jinbe. Jinbe is full armament Hucky. And that prison guard who told me the story of Nika. They disappeared. And the prison guard who told me they disappeared. They disappeared him days later. I started thinking I was in danger too, so I risked it all to escape. And here I am today. It is deadly to even know about the legend. Interesting. So it's a story that... It's a hush-hush secret story, alright. I mean, where was he in prison? That's a question. You know, if he was by the government. Okay. Fascinating, isn't it? So tell me everything you know. He says this, he just keeps poking him, but look at that in the next page. Even though he's been hitting him, Jinbe has gone full armament Hucky, and he's like broken who's finger. I think both of them, yeah. Oh, that's gross. That's actually a bit gross to look at. I think Oda did say that, you know, if you don't do the finger pistoling correct, you know, you can strain your finger. And Jinbe's grabbed him again. We're going to get another awesome throw. Fishman karate. Shark grip. He's grabbing him. There's Hucky flying out. He's like just grabbed his hands. He's just breaking his hands with his strength. I have nothing to say to the likes of you. Who's Who? What? What? Oh, hang on. What has happened there? I have nothing to say. So does Jinbe not know? Or is Jinbe just like, nah, you're a racist and I ain't going to talk to you. You know, that's it, you know. Who's Who? But I don't... What's going on here? I can't tell if a beam has hit Who's Who in this panel on page 15, or if Who's Who has like done an attack or something. But there's like something coming out or going into Who's Who. There's like smoke coming off of like in front of Jinbe's face. Here comes your last puncture wound. So Who's Who is just like, right, I'm just going to go in for one final Fang pistol. He's crunching down on something. Oh no. It's like taking on like half of his face. We're not going to get like a Whitebeard situation where half of Jinbe's face is gone. But no, it looks like Jinbe has tanked it. Man, I thought Zoro was meant to be like, you know, like in the Straw Hat crew, you got Luffy is like the all-round and Conqueror's Haki. Zoro is like the armament Haki guy, and Sanji is the observation guy. Jinbe here is showing off the armament Haki seriously. Like, Jinbe is the armament Haki master here. Fishman, karate, secret art. Who's Who says, crap, he just snapped. Crap, he just snapped all of a sudden. Yeah, Jinbe just isn't listening, and boom, he pushes Who's Who's back. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. He's using the zone form to his advantage, right? Jinbe has got his what they called getter, is it? The shoes with the two wooden bits in the middle. He's got the Who's Who's towel in between them, so he's knocked him back, and he's flying back, and then his towel is like boing like a bungee, pulls him back, and then Jinbe goes in for another punch. If you're going to run your mouth about history, Demon Brick Fist, bam! Big hit from Jinbe right in the middle of Who's Who's face. Be ready for what you're stepping into first. Gah! Master Who's... It looks like Jinbe just won his first official battle for the Straw Hat Pirates, and Jinbe looks angry. What another great line from Jinbe. If you're going to run your mouth about history, be ready for what you're stepping into first. A good lesson. Next chapter hits July 18th. So we got a break, and that is the last page. But wow, what did trigger... What really triggered Jinbe? Why would you ask me about this? Because you led... I think it's this. Because you led the Sun Pirates. I heard there were former slaves in that crew. And what is Fishman history but the history of slavery? Yeah. That was it. That was the line that made Jinbe snap. You know? And he was like, at that point, he's like, nah. Now, you don't deserve to know the answers to this. And then, yeah. Oh, this is great from Jinbe. And, yeah, more information. Big reveals from Who's Who again. But he's out now, from the looks of it. So, I doubt we'll be getting any more. But maybe Jinbe will bring it up again at some point. And have that conversation with someone who actually respects the history. You know, and actually respects the history of the fishermen. Maybe one day he will tell like Luffy. That could be cool. Right, let's get into reviewing this chapter 1018. Man, I like it for the Jinbe stuff. I really like it for the Jinbe stuff. A little bit like all over the place at the beginning. You know, it's kind of annoying that we keep cutting to CP0 for their commentary on how many people are left, you know. But interesting that they're like, we need to confirm that Who's Who is gonna die. So I don't think Who's Who's coming out of this arc. Assuming it's him. I mean, no, it is him. Yeah, he is fighting Jinbe after all, of course. But what intel did he steal? Are you sure it's him? That classified intelligence he ran off with. Is the classified intelligence must be the Sun God, right? Did we just get is this a massive reveal? The Sun God Nika. Alright, let's talk about this. Who is the Sun God? Now, looking at the silhouette, fiery hair, kind of like Old Man Hyo. No, I doubt it's Old Man Hyo. Kind of gives me like Skypiea vibes, you know, like those big, like, when you saw like the big silhouettes in the sky and stuff. The fact that the spheres kind of looks like it's got like a, I said an onion, but like a nut, kind of reminds me of like Noland a little bit. Big smile, you know, that kind of gives me obviously Willa D, Luffy vibes. So the sun god Nika. Have we heard that at all before? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look that up. Could this person be another version of Joy Boy? Could it have been Joy Boy? Very interesting. Very interesting. You know, could this be going all the way back to the stuff to do with the arc? Maybe Joy Boy. I think could be potentially related to Joy Boy, unless there is something else. Let's have a little quick look on the One Piece wiki, actually, just in case. Just bear with me a moment. While I'm talking about this, let me know your thoughts down below, actually, on who you think Sun God Nika is, and what you think the relevance of that line is. And of course, we've got to talk about Shanks as well. Nika was a legendary, possibly mythical warrior that was once reserved as a sun god by slaves from ancient times. They were first mentioned by who's who. Wow, the wiki updated fast. The wiki updated fast because it hasn't been mentioned before. Some cultures been. The Giants of Elbaf celebrate the death and rebirth of the sun through the Winter Solace Festival. The concept of the sun god is very. Okay, so sun god, obviously something important. Right now, can't see any connection of sun god or anything to like Luffy or anyone, but there's definitely. You can see kind of Luffy similarities in there. You could say like that the fiery hair, like Ace, maybe. I don't know. It's too hard to speculate on. But anyway, let's go straight into the stuff about Shanks. So let me know your thoughts on the Sun God stuff down below. How do you think that's going to come into the story later on? How important is it? Are there other gods as well? Is there like a moon god out there? You know, Zoe. We know Zoe is all like the sun and the moon as well. So yeah, is there going to be a moon god out there too? Moon, Enel's going to come back. Who knows? Yeah, where do you think that stuff is going to go? We're definitely getting a lot of hints now as towards some kind of the endgame stuff, the deep lore into the history of One Piece. Just little bits throughout so that when we get to that moment, it is going to be very, very clear. I do think that we'll probably find out more about this when Jinbe tells the story of it to people that he respects and that he trusts and that actually deserve to hear the story. So that's really cool. And yeah, who's who as well, the other big thing that he mentioned, red-haired Shanks. Shanks was the one who stole the Gomu Gomu no Mi. At first I was like, is it Shanks or did Shanks steal the fruit from somebody, like the person who did steal it, and he was going to deliver it back to the Gorosei? Because Shanks is like best buds with the Gorosei, right? But no, Shanks stole the Gum Gum fruit, according to Who's Who, and then Who's Who got put in jail for his failure, and the government wanted that fruit. But then Shanks is so, not like loyal, but he's like, you know, he can walk up to the Gorosei, and the Gorosei can be like, well, it's you, you know, we'll listen to you. They're not like actively hunting Shanks or anything. There seems to be like a mutual respect there. I mean, we don't know what. Either they're scared of Shanks so much, or there's just some respect there, or some kind of connection there. So it's weird that Shanks stole the fruit, seemed to potentially willingly gave it to Luffy. And then the government is like, don't worry about it, Shanks, you're still cool. Or maybe he generally didn't mean to give it to Luffy and he was taking it back, and then Luffy ate it, and then Shanks says, don't worry, I'll keep an eye on Luffy, you know, when the time comes I'll get the fruit back or something. But he still gave him the straw hat. So still big confusions regarding Shanks. Evil Shanks, good Shanks. I think the fact that we know that he went to see the Gorosei has really put some confusions on Shanks. But it's cool that we now get to speculate more about this, and we know that he stole the fruit. We know where he got the fruit now, definitely. We don't know where the world government got the fruit from, but we know where Shanks got the fruit from. And I think it's just fun to speculate on. But yeah, we need to know why Shanks can just talk to the Gorosei like he does. And why he's... Unless they told him to go steal the fruit in the first place. Who knows? But it seems like, because obviously they're not hunting down Luffy and everything. You know, that the world government know that Luffy has that fruit, and they're not hunting him down. It seems like more the Sun God Nika stuff is the stuff that they're like, that the world government is more worried about when it comes to who's who. Okay, yeah, that's really cool. But he wouldn't have found that out if they didn't put him in prison in the first place. So, yeah, let me know what you think about all of that stuff as well. But generally very interesting. So, yeah, and then but the beginning of this chapter was, again, it was a lot of gifters running around. So that was a little bit weak, but the end stuff was great. Some awesome lines from Jinbe, some awesome attacks and throws from Jinbe. When you broke those fingers, that's gross looking at that. But Jinbe tanked well, showed that he's like an armament hacky machine, and he got a great, like almost effortless first win. I'm assuming he's won. From the looks of it, and from what they're saying, it looks like the fight is over. Is it going to be over though? I mean, Ulti and Page 1 are already down. And we've got to start moving through them. So I'm going to assume that Who's Who is now down. How am I going to rate this chapter now that the chapter is down? I'm going to give this one... I mean, I enjoyed that fight. It wasn't a perfect chapter, but I think for the fight, for the speculation, and Oda loves giving us speculation on a break, I'm going to say... This is a gold tier chapter. This is a gold tier chapter because Jinbe was boss Jinbe. He was great. And so yeah, gold tier chapter. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and all that stuff. And I guess I will see you in 2 weeks for the next one. Who knows what we're going to find out there? I mean, whose mouth is now shut? So somebody else come in and give us some good lore information. Alright, bye-bye. Thank you. Hey, so thanks for watching. What did you think? Let me know about it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed my video, maybe give it a like, and if you really liked it, why not subscribe? You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram and Twitch. Oh, and here's a related video you might enjoy, and something more fresh. I've been Hegassen, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!